What's up, Dragon Brood? Today, we're taking a couple steps backwards and giving a look to Golgari Elves. Mostly because, well, Standard's not great right now, and I'm just trying to find interesting things for you to watch. So we're going to play some Golgari Elves and see if we can beat anything. I mean, it's not that, but here's the thing, right? You know you kind of have limits on what you can and can't do, but the thing is, you're either going to be playing really fast or really slow in Standard right now. So we're going really fast today and seeing if this does anything to help anybody. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you have any ideas for fun decks you want to play. You can put those in the comments too. But for now, let's go take a look at this Golgari Elves list. Alright, so we kind of have an issue here. Whenever you're building this, you kind of have to go for two things. One, you have to be resilient, because there's going to be a lot of sweepers and spot removal or whatever. So you kind of have to play all the cards that are letting you get free cards, get stuff out of the graveyard, whatever, and kind of keep things going. The other thing, though, is do you want to focus on killing creatures, or do you actually want to worry about the slower decks, right? So we could play stuff like Duress, but we're choosing not to, and we're going with Bloodchief's Thirst, which, by the way, don't let me forget my sponsor promo. Check out UltraPro at shop.ultrapro.com. All right, so we're going to go with Bloodchief's Thirst here, but my suggestion would be if you're worried more about is it Epiphany decks or whatever, go ahead and just play Duress in this spot. Duress is actually still usable against like mono green. It's pretty abysmal against the Monowhite Aggro decks because usually, except for maybe if they're playing one of the creature spells that like, I don't know, one of the DFC cards, or maybe they're playing portable holes. Like, sometimes you can get one of those, but they don't really have much. So really, against those decks, it's pretty bad if you're running the same thing against the like cleric decks or life gain decks. Like, it doesn't do anything against those decks unless maybe you get a Pyre of Heroes out of their hand or some such. But it's really good against, the Orzhov Midrange, the Dimir control, Azorius control, the Is It Epiphany decks, right? So it does work against other things as well. And like I said, in the green decks, you can also get Planeswalkers, you can get the Chariot, you can get any of their pump spells, fight spells, right? That's all viable. So it just depends on what you're worried about, what card you want to play there. I decided to go with Bloodchief's Thirst for today's video. I know that was a long explanation. I hope that made sense, helps you out. So we're going with Jaspera Sentinel here because it's an elf and it makes mana. Right, Tajuru Blightblade. This is another thing as a concession against a lot of these creature decks. It's just a thing we have to do. I think Blightblade's not a great magic card, but in this case, it fits the bill. Now, we are playing Skimfar Avenger, which gives us a little bit of an edge against all those sweepers and stuff, because it lets us reload our hand and kind of keep going, so we do like that. War Master, obviously, is giving us the ability to go wide, and ultimately is going to be how we win a lot of these games, just because we're going to be able to pump it. Partly because we have Circle of Dreams Druid. And a lot of times, by the time you get Circle of Dreams Druid down, especially if you already have a War Master, you're going to have 4 or 5 total creatures. So Circle of Dreams Druid plus a couple of lands is going to let you activate the War Master pretty easily and get the win there. Or at least cripple your opponent to a point where maybe you can get the win. Also, don't forget that you can use War Master defensively. So if you do have a situation where maybe your War Masters or your creatures as a whole are 2 or 3 toughness, but you can activate the War Master, well, sometimes you can use that as a blocker against your opponent's like Meathook Massacre or something. So keep that in mind. It's not going to come up often, but it is a thing you can do. Basically just saying don't be too aggressive if you think there is a Meathook Massacre in your future. Realm Walker, another way to get to play some creatures off the top. We just call elves with this, obviously. Herald, King of Skimfar. This, other than just helping us reload our hand, Herald also has Menace. And that's the thing I think people forget about this card, but you will win some games because he's just going to be really hard to block. Canopy Tacticians obviously pump our teams and give us out lots of mana. We're playing 1 Tyber Kel just for the versatility and occasionally in a long game getting to get the emblem. And then we have Binding of the Old Gods. This is kind of the catch-all removal. We can get rid of Meathook Massacres, you can get rid of Planeswalkers, maybe a big creature. Maybe you got to get rid of, I don't know, let's say Righteous Valkyrie, things like that. Like, pretty versatile. Herald Unites the Elves. This is also like a pseudo finisher, right? If we can go wide, then whenever you attack, you're going to get to take out 2 or 3 of the opponent's creatures and then potentially end up with a win. So there's a few different things here you can do with this. It's good, but also getting to put a +1/+1 on all your creatures is also enough sometimes. Lands, we're going with 4 Swamp, 9 Forest, 4 Darkboar Pathway, 4 Deathcap Glade. Man, some of these names. 1 Necroblossom Snarl, and 1 Witherbloom Campus. So we're going to see how this plays out. Per usual, you know, get to the end of the video, we'll talk about changes, how we feel about updating this, if we think it's viable and standard or whatever, and then we'll have a card spotlight for you, as usual. Gosh, yeah, we keep it. We keep it. I don't think this is going to go far, but you know what? We're going to try. Especially if we get, like, another 1 mana thing we can play. We could play the War Master, then play the 1 mana thing. So, like, maybe. We'll see. We have opportunity. Sometimes that's all you can hope for. Unfortunately, opportunity knocked, but I failed to let it in. Alright. I don't think that's how that phrase works at all, by the way. But y'all know what I'm saying. We missed. I think the War Master is just going to die here, sadly. But that's okay. We can play Realm Walker. Okay, well, they're only going to get a Binding of the Old Gods. I say only. This could still be kind of bad. If they do get to, let's say, Meathook Massacre in 2 turns. Oh, well, they're not going to have to worry about that because they have a Blood Chief's Thirst. Well, that doesn't help us a whole lot, does it? We're going to call Elf. Alright. Now, this actually isn't bad because the opponent does have a sweeper. We at least get cards for our trouble. That's pretty nice. Elderfang Disciple. Well, discard this card that they didn't know about. Let's... Yeah, I guess so. Like, can't imagine why not. Let's do it. Okay. That was easy enough. So I guess is this where we're going to start seeing like Turgid's Lantern and everything else? Or what are we doing here? Nope, just another Elderfang Disciple. That's fine. We weren't really going to get much out of that anyway. Ooh, we were hoping to have a not land below this. That's not good. Unfortunately, this says when another elf dies, so we got to attack with these. To maybe get a card off the top of our library that can unlock some elves. Our opponent did not want to kill anything here. I don't have anything that costs 5. Alright, I'm going to end the turn. Because if they have a discard spell, this might actually encourage them to spend mana doing that instead. But, who knows. They might also be on a Meathook Massacre here. Nope, a Gelatinous Cube, but you're going to take our Skimfire Avenger. Yep. As it should. Alright. Oh, really? We'll call Elf again. And no attacks. We'll just pass. Now, the only good news is we do have this on top, which means we will be able to kill a Gelatinous Cube potentially, but it looks like they're going to use their cube to just eat our Deuter. Nope, they are playing a Valkyrie, which has lifelink and hexproof from Planeswalkers. They're not making it easy, are they? This could get us something. So now we're actually kind of like, sort of need to kill that. That becomes a priority issue here. So don't love that circumstance. Now we do actually have Herald Unites the Elves, which could turn into something, but we'll see. Nighthawk Scavenger. Yep, that's not great. And they're going to kill off a Realm Walker? No, a Skyclave Shade. Alright. Fair enough. Well, things have come up pretty good for the opponent here. We're going to go get a Forest. And then we're going to play this. See if we get something relevant. I mean, there's already a... Oh. Well, now. Oh, boy. Okay. So if we get Herald, All right, we get Herald because that gets us access to another creature. So we'll take this. Even though Skimfire Avenger is probably the right choice. No attacks here. Because we get to trigger our stuff with Death Touch and get to get bonuses to thing next turn. And we're going to get to be even bigger. So, I mean, they might have a discard spell here, though, that doesn't work for us. No, opponent's going to go ahead and gain their life here, which is probably a smart move in this exchange. So no blocks. I mean, there's no Death Touch thing behind, so we at least get a big attack in. We do take 7 and go down to 11, so that's not nothing. Alright, so we get our bonuses. And then we get Death Touch across the board. There's an Ebon Death, which comes into play tapped. Alright, that still doesn't kill us. However, I do want to play this first to see if there's another creature. Oh, there is. Alright, this is actually important because this is going to give us enough blockers now to do what we need to do. So let's pay this. We will tap this. Oh, I guess I could have... I didn't realize I hadn't played a land yet. Oh, that was a mistake. Alright. We attack with those. And then we leave back enough that we could possibly win next turn. I mean, opponent already has 9 damage in the air. So that's a real number we have to be concerned about. Also, interestingly, if they would have let us have this back, it would have been a problem for us to block, actually. Because we could have died to just chump blocking. Not particularly. We would have only lost 1 creature, so we would have taken 10 total damage. I think we're kind of okay here, though, because this is going to give everything Death Touch and +2/+2. Yeah, alright. Eat it so we can't have it back. That's fine. Question is, do we... Oh. I mean, I guess you could just get Ebon Death back. But we prevent 5, go to 7. Opponent just has 1, 2, 3. They block our 1, 2, 3 biggest things and then take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, alright. Oh, no, they're going to gain 4, though. Yeah, that should still be fine, though. Yeah, we should be okay. Alright, let's see if we can do it with this. Ooh, this comes into play tap, though. Yeah, we're still going to keep it, though. We're on the draw, so there's a chance we draw an untapped land, which would be fine, I guess. That's not going to get us there, but we're going to go ahead and play this anyway. Mostly because there are scenarios where we can play this and then play this if we get an untapped land. Or if we really wanted to, we could just back-to-back the Tajuru Blight Blades, I guess. No blocks. That's fine. Alright, we found another land. Do we care if it's green or black? We probably want it to be black here since we already have access to Binding of the Old Gods. And then we want to go ahead and play this. Getting us 2 2/2s, 1 with Death Touch. Oh, no, not 2/2 yet. Just a 1/1. Adeline, great. We're going to probably have to save and block that. Actually, maybe not save and block that. Believe it or not. Because we can block this, which is going to be more problematic, and block this. And then we should still... Oh, that's actually not going to be bad on one of the coming turns. We could, though... No, can't do that. So let's just do this. And that. And then no attacks. So now we can chump block with the token. We can throw Tajuru Blight Blade in front of Adeline. Although, probably... Okay, Thalia. That is a problem if we try to cast this. That should not be a major issue here. We're still at 16. Not doing badly. Though this Thalia... this is interesting, right? Because we could play either of these. If we do this, we can tap that in a token, play this, we get 2 creatures. Or if we just do this, then everything is also bigger now. We have to tap all our lands either way, and then just bear as Sentinel. I guess we do this, because this kind of unlocks our other cards. And that makes the most sense. Actually, let's tap this, because we're not going to block with that. Alright, no attacks. So now if they want to get rid of something, probably the Circle of Dreams Druid. But we'll see. Oh, I guess I forgot. I should have saved to block a 1/1 token, because that seems smart, right? So we'll take that out. Oh, they're going to take 6 and go to 10. Take 7 and go to 9. Alright, that's fine. Okay. Now this is a real decision. If we want to just Binding away in Adeline and make life... Actually, we have so much mana here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 if we want it. So we could do this. Cast this. Not to say they don't have another Adeline potentially, but whatever. If they do, they do. No attacks. Now we should be mostly okay. Because now we're just going to have too many things for them to have to deal with here. Okay, Cathar removes. I don't know if that's the choice I would have went for. Probably would have wanted to get the War Master, all things being considered at this point. Because now we can chump, get to play this, get at least 2 creatures. That doesn't really do much other than cost us a token we don't care about. That is pretty hot, though. But I think... Let's see. We have enough to do both of these, actually. So let's... Or do I want to save that for defense, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We would need to produce 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is all we can really do at the moment. So we're one short of being able to get to do both of these, which is a little bit sad, but not terrible. Let's do this, because this is higher impact. Well, either way, we're going to do them both, right? So if that's the case, let's do this. And then we'll go ahead and do this. And then we'll just try to set up a big hit. Ah, nice. Excellent. Do we want to attack with anything? Probably not. We'll wait. I don't think the opponent really has an option here other than coming over with flyers, but even then, we have things that could block flyers. This isn't so much of a threat to us at this point in time. And then we get to set up pretty much the big death blow next turn. But is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can't punch through. Actually, is it enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These would be 5, 10, 15. No, not enough. All right. Nah, they saw the writing on the wall anyway. Oh, this is a mulligan. That's better? Question mark. Let's keep this. Scrap this. Don't think this hand is really going to help us much here, but we'll see. Yep, no block. Yep, as expected. What are we looking to do, though? I have a feeling this is just gonna die. Alright, how bad is it? Maybe we're lucky and it's just a troll over there? Nope, it's a Blizzard Brawl. Because it's always a Blizzard Brawl. Yep. No blocks. Okay. Well, sadly, can't really do much else here. We might just be dead already. This hand was way too slow to do anything here. Alright. Nope. I thought you were going to play the big thing, doubles your attack value or whatever. Okay, yeah, that'll still get them there. We're too far behind. I'll keep it because we're on the draw. Well, that was not a card we wanted to see there. Oh, interesting. Well... Oh, with Snowlands, huh? Okay, I don't know what this opponent's doing. So let's see what's up. Graveyard Trespasser. Okay. Interesting. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this. War Master it is. No attacks. I have no idea what this opponent's deck is, by the way. This is so strange. Anytime you see a black and white snow source, you assume it's going to be like Orzhov control or midrange or something. But this is totally not played out that way. So I genuinely have no idea what's happening. If they attack, we're blocking. I'm just being honest. Like, I mean, no secrets. That is totally what was about to go down there. Okay, so Tyverkel would let us put a counter thing in, untap it, and we give it Death Touch. So that could be really sweet. We could also play this and then like Circle of Dreams Druid and then try to go ham next turn. Feels a little bit greedy, but you know what? Sometimes greed is good, right? Yeah, let's attack. Why not? Hell with it. If you want to double block and trade for one of them, we'll trade for one. All right, let's hope all of our stuff doesn't get swept here. Because it's very possible. Well, I guess we wouldn't lose everything here. We would be left with Herald and Circle of Dreams Druid, which actually isn't the worst thing. Being real. I mean, there are definitely worse problems. Oh, looks like Circle of Dreams Druid's got a bullet on its head. Or a target on its head. A bullet coming for the target on its head. There you go. I know how to use words. Alright. Good news is, means that Tyverkel probably survives now. So that's exciting. Can we... Nah, we can't do both of those. Alright, well...
Hold on to your jaws.
I'm going to attack with this. Okay. We will trade for one of those. Then we can tap. So this is a complicated way to do this. Let's get green. Then we're gonna untap this. And we're gonna get green. And we're gonna play this. Ooh, and we have a War Master on top. Alright. Is this where we lose things? Nope, might just be down to the kill spells in the opponent's hand right now. Nope, now they're turning their sights to Tyvarkel. Yeah, I'm not even totally sure what I want to do next turn here. Because it's very tempting. Nah, just attacking and giving stuff death touch isn't enough. Okay. Intriguing. Sure. Like, alright. That's a thing that happened. Sure, Tyvarkel's gonna take a whole one. We're not that heartbroken about it, let me tell you. Alright, so we have access to 5, 6, 7 mana. So that seems okay. Go ahead and play that. Make another Deuter. We will, I guess, pay to untap this one. And then we'll get in. Alright. We have lethal next turn. Unless the opponent kills all of our stuff, which they very well might. We also have a land on top, which makes this a little bit easier. But also, if we don't cast anything, that thing flips, maybe has an effect, so we'll see. Could also depend on what's under this forest sitting on top of our library. Alright, well, they shrunk the team. Ooh, Luminarch Aspirant. Okay, found another one. Okay, well, we do at least have a creature on top, so that much is good. So we do get credit for casting a spell here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could make it 7. Because that's all we need, right? So, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that means really we can only attack with Realmwalker at that point. And that's actually a little bit risky. I don't like that at all. We could create another elf. And that creates more mana for next turn. A little bit sketchy, though, if there's another Meathook Massacre. I don't like that. So I think what we're going to do is just put the counter here.
Your courage is legendary.
And then just pass. It at least keeps our creatures at an advantage, which is all we can really hope for right now. Next turn, though, we can attack with everything and pump and, you know, death touch is death touch. Alright. So the opponent ultimately has 3 blockers. They can block our 3 biggest things. We get to attack through for a whole lot. Is it enough? Doesn't matter. Lots of questions here. Also, the reality is, how long do we get to hold out before they potentially find their answers? That's the other concern here. So we lose. Let's say they block our 3 best things, and then we come through for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's just simply not going to get it done. So we're going to go with this. Oh boy, maybe we take Skimfar Avenger here. We did lose a creature on top of our library, which is sad. I probably should have played that before casting the Herald, but I think we're probably mostly okay here. So let's keep trying to grow things, I guess.
Come on, we can do this.
And I'm going to go ahead and play this. Like, if they ding us for a bunch of life, and we get a pile of cards, so be it. But now we do have lethal next turn. Block 3 things. Take 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 at least. Now, admittedly, they could also respond, kill something. Like, that's all real. We can also just ultimate this now, too. So that's a thing. Oh, boy. Oh, this is huge. All right, so let's do this first. For 0. Or for 6. Leave it at 0.
Don't worry, I'll win.
Because now this has haste, and that changes everything. Oh, so good. Yeah, that's game now. All right. Attacking with this. I should have done everything and just pulled back the ones I didn't want to attack with. But, yeah. And then we're just going to activate for as many times as we can on this War Master. Opponent's going through the effort of blocking here. Alright, War Master. Activate. Activate. So much damage. Ooh. Ooh. I feel like I'm going to keep this. This is a bad keep, but I feel like it's worth a try for some reason. I think I'm going to War Master, try to resolve a Circle of Dreams Druid. I don't think it's going to happen. Mostly because I expect the War Master to just get exiled. But if it doesn't for some reason, we also have to draw another green. If we don't, we just try to play Herald and hope for the best. But we at least have Binding of the Old God, so that's something. Oh, wait, what? Are they playing, like, a sweeper here? Is that what we're looking at? Okay. I guess that's all we get to take. That's not the most exciting thing. But it's a start. Okay, what you got for us, opponent? This is all very interesting. What is that card? So many people play aggro decks with sweepers on the ladder. That's a very uncommon thing, but I see it. Not something I would recommend doing, by the way. So the question is just, do I want more creatures here? No. I think I'm going to try to force the opponent. If that is a sweeper, I just need to force the opponent. Try to get them to play it. So I'm just going to attack with Herald. Mostly because they can't block it. It has Menace. If we can draw another land, next turn is really good. Another untapped land, I would say. But this has to be the Doomscar or something, right? Oh, a Revelry. What? What is this? Who? Really? What the hell? What is even happening right now? I for real don't know what's going on. I guess that's a sweeper. If you're playing Revelry, you're going in, right? So we play this, they Doomscar. We play Realm Walker and something after that. They Doomscar again. Then we try to go War Master, Herald unites. Okay. I'm assuming this is the best plan. I got nothing. I assume these are all going to die anyway. That's not a block you make if you're going to Doomscar. Right? I would assume one block's a 2/2, one block's a 3/3. But if those aren't Doomscars, are they making... Maybe it's the one that makes the angels? Possibly? Maybe? I can't think of anything else it would be. Okay, no, there's a Doomscar. Alright. That at least makes some semblance of sense here. Alright, so... I think we lead with this. Oh, they have an instant speed something they can play here. Ah, see, like, do we get Skimfar Avenger? We have double Realm Walker in hand. We have 5 mana. I think I'm going to do this. Let's just start rebuilding. And just kind of put the onus on the opponent of just like, hey, if you're going to do this, let's do it. Like, if there's more Revelry Doomscars being played alongside than Aspirant, great. I don't know what's happening here. I was very tempted to take a Skimfar Avenger, though. I really was. But now it's just sort of a weird spot that I don't really know what's happening. I mean, they might go for it again here. Okay, making angels. Sounds about right. Okay. So now that we know the angels are down, we have to try to set up our kill shot, right? Or, oh no, we don't have the ability to. I was thinking we could attack with this and just give it death touch. But then it only puts the opponent at 9. The bad part is here, they can still block. Let's see. Alright. I guess this is kind of what we gotta do, right? Just maximize our duders. No attacks. If they have another sweeper, they have another one, and we'll just have to live off the Realm Walkers. We only really have one turn here, though. The good news is, because of the next level on Herald Unites the Elves, we do get to... Ah, we're dead. Gosh dang it. Oh, that's not true. We do have Jaspera Sentinel. So we're not dead. Unfortunately, these have Vigilance. Oh, they didn't attack. What? Oh my gosh, this is so big for us that they didn't attack. What do we do with this information? Alright, if we tap, it's for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's just straight up an activation on its own. So if we do play one of these, we would have 3 mana available. We don't have anything else that would pump our team. Yeah, I think the opponent just realized they had Vigilance because they gave an oops. Yeah, is that game? 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I guess we just attack? I mean, this is the only way we can win. So, sure. We get to kill this, which is key. And then we have 1, 2. So we shrink 2 of the angels. But this still would have worked out mostly the same way, even had they attacked us, but it is what it is. Alright. So now we're going to activate. Whew. Alright. We're just going to hold what's in our hand. If they have a sweeper, we're going to need to rebuild. Ah, damn it. Yeah, how lucky. How lucky. stupid book. Wow. Wow. Don't think we're going to have a way to get rid of that, unfortunately. So dumb. So dumb. Ooh, lots of red mana. Actually, this is probably just, is it Epiphany? In all reality. Which means we'll play a War Master and hope for the best. Don't know what's going to come of that. Nope, there's more red mana. Bloodthirsty Adversary. Interesting. Feel free to attack, opponent. Maybe I'll find a 1 mana thing. That would be great. We did not find a 1 mana thing. It is not great. Alright, well, can't assume they're going to let the War Master live, so fair enough. I mean, maybe they do. I don't know why they would. Yeah, I was going to say, like, it was possible, but not likely. Oh, you're going to kill our Jaspera Sentinel too, just to make us cry? Want to take all our toys away? I mean, I get the hesitation if they have the burn, because, you know, could feel like you're being overly aggressive unnecessarily. Ooh, a Tyvar Kel. Don't know how good that's going to be here. Really wish we would have drawn a 1 mana thing here, though. Would have been nice. Ooh. Triple Tactician with the Tyvar Kel, though? That could be a thing. Okay. Let's see. We know Realmwalker's going to draw heat from the opponent, right? Fortunately, we already have access to 4 mana here. So what are we looking at? I mean, we could block, but I don't think blocking's in our best interest here. Ah, crap. Well, we're just going to take 4 to the dome. Because that's not worth the exchange. Do have to be a little careful, though, because it is possible the opponent actually has something like dragons here. And that would make us very sad. You know what? I'll attack. Actually, no attacks. No attacks. I don't think an attack benefits us enough here. If they play this dude again, they're probably going to play a land and pump it. So we probably end up having to double block with Jaspera Sentinel and Realmwalker. But that's kind of okay. It's sort of within our scope of the plan at this point. So I'm not too worried about it. We also aren't really inclined to play the Skimfar Adventure playing against a burn deck, because giving them free damage is probably not what we want to be doing. But what we might do next turn, let's say if we tap this for 3, pay a land, that's 4, right? So that's untapped. We could tap Jaspera Sentinel and the new Tactician to play Tyvar Kel and make a token. That would also be a 3/3. Alright, so we knew Goldspan Dragon was a possibility. Alright, we're gonna take... Do we take the hit on this turn? Yeah, we just take it. We need to draw something... Actually, yeah, there's nothing we're gonna be able to do here. I think we're just gonna die. Yeah. Sad but true. Don't think we have any realistic outs now. Weren't able to get to Jaspera Sentinel big enough. We can get it to a 3 power. And I think that's the best we can do. Actually, that's not totally true. Oh, we found another Jaspera Sentinel. Okay, hold the phone for a second. Hold the phone. I was just thinking if we played a Tyvar Kel for 4, we could then tap Canopy Tactician for 3, untap Canopy Tactician. So that would give us 6, which would then let us play another Canopy Tactician and Jaspera Sentinel. And then we still have both of those to block with. I think that's the correct thing to do. That feels very scary, but I think it's correct. So we don't die to trample damage. Actually, we might still die, right? Because we'd have to double block the dragon. Yeah, we kind of want to reuse this as the problem. And we really can't. Because I want to put a counter on here and play this, but we can't do both. Like, something's got to give. Alright, so we're going to get green. Man, I really would have liked a removal card or something here. So we're going to untap this. We're going to tap it again. We're going to play this. We're going to play this. And then I think that's it. Actually, wait, do we play this? We'd have to tap one of our things, though, huh? Gross. Nah, wait. How would we get enough mana? Oh, we'd have to tap because these also tap for color, for black. Nah, we just have to pass. I think that's all we can do. We can trade with this thing. We can double block a dragon. We can block one of the ground creatures and go to 6. I think that's mostly safe, though the opponent will have mana from their dragon with the treasures. Now, if they choose not to attack here, next turn we get this, and then the opponent's really in a world of hurt. Alright, that makes sense. I mean, I'm willing to give up Realmwalker here, just straight up. Like, that's fine. Like, if you got something for us, you got something for us, but is what it is. Alright. Did we come all this way and finally turn it around? Like, maybe? Whew, alright, well, let's see. Doing this first just so I have maximum information on what we can actually cast. Oh, man, that's... Ugh. Really? Damn it. Well, that's a problem. That is a real problem. Okay. We're going to go ahead and play this. I'm going to go ahead and make another elf, since it's a 4/4.
Join me in battle.
And then we are going to probably attack with the Canopy Tactician. Actually, nah. We don't have to. No need to be in a hurry here. Like, we can just start attacking next turn with, like, Herald plus stuff. And whatever else we draw. But, like, I can start sitting in the little warrior tokens and be fine here. Alright, makes sense. Cracking that, see what they find. Getting rid of another Shatterskull Giant. Or whatever his official name is. Shatterskull Charger. A Braid to deal 3. Alright. Not even sure what that was about. Like, I mean, okay. Fair enough. Now the opponent's hand is empty. Hopefully, we can start going to work a little bit. Attacking with this, with this, with this. I mean, I should just attacked with everything. Game was over there. That was stupid. Yeah, their hand's empty. Yeah, that was dumb. I could have just attacked with everything and won. They could block our 3 biggest things. And it actually, wait, would it? No, wouldn't have killed them, actually. All right, so that was an up and down adventure. You know, ultimately, as fun as this is, it's neat for a change of pace. I think if you're just running into a bunch of like Monowhite Aggro decks or something, I think this is a viable deck. But I mean, I say that. I mean, I guess if you're going up against other creature decks, this is actually okay because you do have Death Touchers. You do have the ability to go wide, make tokens to chump block with. But if you're going against any of the mid-range or control decks, this is just not good right now. There's so many sweepers, so much bot removal. Stuff like Meathook Massacre is annoying. You have a bunch of stuff that gives minuses to creatures. Like, it's just not a good time to be playing, you know, unless you're playing, again, the white decks work because they have all of the taxing effects. You know, you get like Thalia and things like that. You can also play Elite Spellbinder and you get access to all that stuff. Also attached to a quality body. And the green decks, you know, you get some resiliency if you want to play give your creatures hexproof thing, right? You can do that. Like, you have a lot of opportunity. Plus, you have pretty resilient creatures like the trolls, and you just don't have access to that in this deck. Now, not to say you can't beat some of those decks, because you can, but I would play this if you already have the parts for it, basically. If you already have all the things in your collection to be able to play this deck, then go for it. But I wouldn't go out of my way to build this, spending, crafting cards, whatever, unless you only have to craft 1 or 2 and you just want to have something different to play. But really, I would say once you get north of 4 cards you have to craft for this, I probably wouldn't play it, and I'd just move on to something else. It's unfortunate, it's pretty fun, but I wouldn't spend resources in going out of your way to build it. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Priest of Titania, and this is mostly because I think people forget how expensive this card actually is. This is another one of those cards that we talk about just being in bulk cards or collections because, you know, this was reprinted, I think, in Commander Anthologies, and like maybe there was like a mystery booster version or something, but it's been reprinted multiple times even prior to that. And all of these are like $5, $6, $7. Like, you can easily make real money with these. Like, these are very popular and one of the most popular theme deck cards that show up a lot that people come looking for. So yeah, if you have some of these, you got a few dollars you probably didn't know about. Now don't forget, if you want today's deck list, you will be able to get it down in the description below, along with links to my Facebook gaming page, my Twitch streams, and my Discord, which you should come by. There's a lot of good conversation happening over there. And if you'd be so kind, for all of the effort I'm going through trying to still find fun decks and whatever for you to play in this really wild and weird standard season, please consider joining the channel. For as little as 99 cents, you can support me in doing what I do, and I'm really appreciative for it. And you'll get to have some input on what happens here. Also, if you're not doing any of that, at the very least, please consider hitting the like, subscribe, notify, all notifications, very important, because that helps the channel just as well, and it's still free. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.